Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Minecraft Survival. And I wanted to start this episode off with the very first flight of this world. So, let's see if I remember how to do this. I do. It has been a long time since I've used an elytra, and I really do mean a long time. And of course the sun is going down. But while we take this flight, let's recap what we did over the last episode. Last episode, we defeated the Ender Dragon without dying a single time. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh geez, I'm dead. Oh my. Nope. That figures. I mean, sure, why would the Enderman not kill me? We raided our very first end city, which had a ship, and we got an elytra with absolutely no problems. Oh, you are joking me! Oh, no game. No, 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 and a no. And guys, all of that happened in the last episode, so go and check it out. I'm not lying, I promise I'm not lying. Oh, and in this episode, I have feather falling. I went and put feather falling on here. I didn't grab my other boots because these had mending on it and protection 4. The other boots only had protection 3, I think. I can't remember now. But I grabbed these boots, and I've got mending on my elytra. I went ahead and I got another mending book. I got 2 emeralds left over. He usually charges me 30 emeralds, but I went this time and he was only charging 28, so we were very lucky. And I made up a bunch of shulker shells, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump in here. I do believe that I do need some more light over this side because this isn't lit up very well. So I'll get on that a little later time. Right now it's not a big deal. Right now I can't fly. Like I said, I have played around with the elytra very little. Okay, that was cool. Okay, so I can't take off. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. Nope. Oh, jeez. Come on. Yay, we took off. Like I said, I've played around with the elytra very little in Minecraft, so I've still got to sort of get better at it. It'll take me some time. But I want to talk about this area here. Boy, it is so nice to be able to fly. Because I've been doing some thinking about this kingdom. And I've decided on exactly what I want. And one thing that I do like is I do really like these bamboo shoots coming up over the top there. I really like that. So what I want to do is I want that to sort of spread out all here. I want the berry bushes to incorporate this area here. And I was thinking we would have the bamboo stretched to probably about here-ish. But I'll get on that later, because this episode, what I want to do this episode is I want to build a sugarcane farm. And the reason for this is now we've got an elytra, we are going to be going through rockets, you know. One episode already I've gone through, what's that, 7 I've gone through. So we are going to end up going through quite a few of these. And paper, very important thing. And also paper seems to be the only thing holding up my mending books. So I also want to have that. And I also really do want to put it in here. And I think what I want to do is I want to put it up against this here, somewhere over here. Because we've got these houses here. And I want to talk about actually what I want to do here as well. So I want to have like a load of farming land here. And I want to have some features, some rocks. I want to make some rocks using some mossy cobblestone. I want to keep this, although I don't know if I'm going to keep this specific one, but I do want to keep like a body of water. I thought it'd be really cool to have a body of water here, sort of trailing down from up here, and have like a little rock formation up here that sort of fences off this area. Like we'd have all rocks coming up here so that maybe you could come from this side, but the rocks would then block you, so you wouldn't be able to get in, and it would be a natural formation. And I'm going to put the gatehouse right about here. It's going to stretch from there to all the way over there. Now that'll probably incorporate part of the wall into it as well, but I really do want to do that. I thought long and hard about where I wanted to put this, And I was going to put it over here. You know what? I'm going to try and fly. Okay, let's try this. We did it! I did it! I took off! I took off without having to drop a block. I was going to put it over here diagonal, but I don't think that I'm good enough to actually do it justice. I think that if I tried to do something on a diagonal on this scale anyway, it wouldn't work out. Diagonal builds are very hard in Minecraft, or at least I find them very hard, and I've got very little experience doing them. And I don't want this to turn out terrible, and I feel like if I did do this on a diagonal, it would turn out terrible. However, the wall would look really nice here. So I'm going to bring the wall across on this bit here. This will actually be a really interesting one because we go down and up, so that's going to look really cool. And I also want to bring the wall across to there, and then I want to bring it across from here over to this cliff face here. Now I did do a little bit of terraforming between episodes, so I'll show you that. It's nothing major, but I did finish filling in the ravine, and I did finish covering it up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we did have a ravine running through this village. They kind of ran through the back here. All the way here. This is actually just one block thin here. And I did cover it up. It went all the way through there, but I brought this down. I think this kind of looks mostly natural. I tried my best. And I also put in a path. This isn't the final path design, but I thought I'd at least have some sort of direction on where I want the paths to go. Maybe the sugarcane farm would be nice if we were to put it like right here somehow. Like we could have the entrance like be here. This may be nice, and put it into the back here. That could be nice. We could have it very close to this, and then we could have two industrial farms really close together. And again, it would be loaded while I'm in my house, so that's a good idea. But if you've missed what we did in the past few episodes, we built this vine farm, which is now fully grown. I really do like this vine farm. I did add in here, I did add another box here with shears in it, which allows me to go ahead and just sort of shear this as and when. The problem that I do face is this actually breaks both blocks, and I only get one, so it's not as efficient as I first thought, but you know, it's not a big deal. Like I said, I'm going to probably get more vines from this than I'll ever use. So that's fine. And we just throw this out and get that going into the storage system. I really do like this build. I'm actually really proud of this build. The way that it turned out. There are some things that I would do differently, but that's a good thing. We can always do that in the next time I build a vine farm, or the next time I want to utilize this. But yeah. So let me get some things together. I'm going to get started on the sugarcane farm. I'm going to bring you back when I've actually got like the redstone part of it all in place and how it operates. And then, yeah, I'll bring you back for that. Welcome on back, guys. And I've got the vast majority of the sugarcane in place in the farm and sort of like how it's going to look. And I did dye a shulker box red, and I went ahead and got myself some of this. And this is kind of what we're going to be doing right now. I'm going to show you guys the redstone now. I put this design together myself. I haven't copied a design that I saw on YouTube, but it isn't that unique. I'm sure that somebody else has probably done something very similar to this, and that's okay, you know. It's fine. And I'm sure that there are more efficient designs than this, but this is a design that I want to go with. I really, really like this design, and so the sort of the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just pop. I don't think this is going to let me pop him there with that sugarcane there. So putting this sugarcane here to grow was probably not a good idea. Let's get rid of it. Some of it can go down to there. That's fine. As you can see, it all goes down here into uppers. So let's pop these ones in first, and then let's actually these don't have an interface, so I don't actually need to. I don't need to shift and jump. I don't normally do redstone. I'm not very good at it. I don't know if I've actually got enough what you might call it. Jeez, can we just please. Don't know if I've got enough pistons for this or not, but I did craft up a stack, and I'm hoping that a stack may be enough. But it is also very possible that a stack is not enough, you know. I don't know. Let's pick these up first. I want these. So like I said, this design could definitely be improved, I'm sure. I'm sure there's more people out there with more redstone knowledge than I have that could probably make this thing much more efficient and much more better. And it isn't unfortunately completely lossless, but I find it very difficult to make sugarcane farms on a larger scale that are completely lossless. Sure, there are ways to do it with like when you've got a single piece of sugarcane, but when you're utilizing multiple pieces of sugarcane like we are, this is going to generate more, being slightly lossless than a lossless one that's smaller. And this should generate about a stack per full harvest, but actually, I think it might be a little bit more over a stack. Let's just have a little look. So we got 8, 16, 32. No, it'll be a stack per full harvest. And this thing is going to harvest once every time a sugarcane grows. Not every time that all of them grow, but when a specific one grows. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. I could do it so that it harvests when it's full, but I kind of want to do it so that it harvests as and when a certain one grows. And I want that for a specific reason. So I'm going to take my repeaters and I'm going to send my repeaters into the back of these. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and put in place a observer. So I want my observer here. The reason I'm putting the observer in place now is because it sends a pulse. Oh, there they are. And geez, my headphones. There we go. Drives me crazy. It gets rid of the sounds that I really like and replaces it with sounds that I don't like. Okay, so that's gonna pulse out there. That's good. So we're gonna pop these repeaters in place here. We're gonna put a repeater on the back of every one of these. I thought I accidentally knocked one of those, but I guess not. So yeah, my redstone skills aren't that good, but this is something that I put together, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a piece of redstone dust here, and then I'm going to go ahead and just not put one there. So when we get to this, I'm going to leave that. It was on that I left it, wasn't it? No, it was after that. Okay, so it's just the one after that. And this is because the redstone signal only transmits for a certain length. After a while, it loses its power. And I just want to make sure that I actually have enough signal strength to get me there. I don't know what the actual length is, but I'm sure we'll be okay here. And we'll know if we're not. So we're going to pop that there. And that's the farm pretty much set. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take a jungle wood. And I'm going to put a jungle wood up here. I just realized I actually don't need to press shift. I keep doing that because I'm so used to doing it. But I actually don't need to do it, so that's fine. Okay, and then obviously we're going to strip this. Get rid of that. Don't need that. And there is a basement, but I'm not going to do the basement in this episode, I don't think. Honestly, I haven't got the wood necessary to get all the chests in place, and I haven't come up with a design that I actually like for down there in my head yet. I've got like a rough design, but I think I want to think about it a little bit more rather than try and put something together that I'm not going to be happy with. And I have this cool idea that maybe all the basements would be connected, like underground tunnels. But I don't know, I'm still debating on that idea. So there's that, and I'm going to slab over the top of this with jungle slabs, because we got jungle slabs on the floor. I think I'll put a torch there and there, and I'll probably put one here, and then one over here, just to make sure that this is all lit up. Because the last thing I want is things spawning up here. Now, they can't spawn on this because it's redstone. They can't spawn on this because it's repeaters. They can spawn on this, but this is going to have a half slab above it, so we should be okay. And this is the farm, okay? And now, actually, one thing that I want to do real quickly is fill this in with glass. And the reason that I want to do this is a bad idea right now. That's fine. Is I want this to actually look pretty cool with... I want you to be able to look inside of the farm. Look pretty cool. I want you to look inside of the farm like so. Actually, now I'm thinking about that, this may be better as panes. But if we do this as panes, we risk losing this end sugarcane here. But yeah, I mean, I do have some green grass that we could use, and we may use that in a bit. And I know there's no light in there. There is going to be light in there, don't worry. But this is where we get to the part where... Oh, there we go, it fired. Completely unintentional. This is where we get to the point that's going to actually decide for us when our sugarcane farm fires. And, yep, one more, yeah. Okay. And I know that you can do this so that it fires. Jeez, skeleton. I swear, just before I clicked record, I'd slept. I just slept. I don't know if that's a bug with the new Minecraft that the days are shorter or something. All the times I've ran in here, I've never had an issue. This time I do. This time I do. So, the idea would be that, first of all, let me clear out my inventory a little bit. Where's my thing? I don't need these or that. That's fine. Let me pop those in there. Just grab some jungle slabs while I'm here. It's fine. It's fine. You guys won't notice. You guys won't notice this bit. Okay. So again, this isn't the most efficient design. And I'm sure we could hook up a clock, which would probably be more better. But I like the idea that when you walk into this place, when you walk into here, what you're going to see is you're going to see this sugarcane right here. And this sugarcane is going to determine how long it takes. So if we just switch this out, we put a sugarcane here, we put a sugarcane here. And I just realized a small mistake that I made. I actually need to take this block out and replace it with a piston. I put my pistons away. What did I do with my pistons? Did I accidentally put them in here? I definitely didn't use all of them. Maybe I did use all of them. I mean, there's 8, 16, 30. I did use all my pistons. Oh, jeez, man. Why did you let me use all my pistons? I mean, guys, seriously. Not cool. Don't let me do that in future. Jeez. Supposed to be helping me here, and what are you doing? Costing at me. Making me go and craft stuff. Look at this. This is because someone let me use all my pistons. I mean, jeez, why would you do that? Redstone. Piston. I only need the one. Which, ironically, is all it would let me craft. Okay. Okay, let's get into this. Because we do need this sugarcane to break every time the farm fires. So if we grab this piston, we're going to put this piston here. Now, I don't particularly hate the look of pistons. I rather like the look of... Less said about that, the better, I think. There we go. That's that. And then I'm going to take this glass and I'm going to fill in here with this glass. But not just yet, not just yet. And there's no hopper here. This one is going to be lost. But I like the idea that every time this grows up to this height, that happens. And we'll go ahead and we'll see the entire farm fire. So I just want to check that this actually fires. This is not firing for whatever reason. Okay. It is possible that the signal strength is too weak once it reaches here. That is possible. But did this side fire? That's the question. But yeah, let me get some more work done on this, guys. And I will be back with you in just a little bit. Welcome on back, guys. We are in the skies over our kingdom. We're heading back to the one with the sugarcane. I just had to nip and get some coal for some torches from the desert village. And now we can see this place coming in. And as you can see, this is a big block here. And I'm not so sure about this here. I think I want to put like a decking coming out of it with maybe sugarcane growing on it. But I think I'm going to worry about that more when I worry about sort of like the entranceway. Because I'd like it when you come in the gateway here for you to be able to see immediately what that building is. So maybe we could have some sugarcane growing up on the side of it. And maybe some windows here. But I'm also thinking about maybe putting an apartment up here because we actually have quite a lot of space. I'll show you. So if we actually go ahead, you can see that I've put the trapdoors along the bottom here. I've gone ahead and put some windows in here. And all is looking good. I do need to put a door on it because there isn't a door. But I've done this all the way around. The only side that doesn't have windows is the back side. And to be honest, we are very rarely going to see this back side. And this back side really looks out into the redstone, so it's not really good to have windows there. But if we come in here, this sugarcane seems to grow quite slowly actually. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about this piece of sugarcane, but these ones always seem to grow a lot faster, which usually means we get a full harvest. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a staircase going down here, I think, at some point. But if we actually go down here, I gotta be careful because I have heard mobs down here quite a bit. But as you can see, this is where the storage is, and I've got down here to do yet, but I'm not sure what I want to do down here. I've got a couple of ideas, but there's 7 sugarcane. There's 6, so let's grab this sugarcane out of here. We shouldn't have filled up this much yet, I was going to say. should be mostly in here. So we get about 62 pieces, which isn't a lot, if I'm being honest. But let me just check that, like, it's not getting, nope, it's not getting trapped in any of these hoppers anywhere. Because again, I don't normally do hoppers. This is like, I've never had the iron to mess around with hoppers properly. Now we've got an iron farm. I actually do have the iron. But there we go, 62. So, you know, if I AFK here overnight, we should be golden. We really, really should. So, I'm actually work my way back up. Like I said, I will do down here, but I think I'm going to do this in its own episode when I figured out exactly what I want. But we're working here, so this will be working away. Maybe it might be worth moving this up one so that... No, because if I move it up one and have the thingy there when it just grows just one, then yeah. So I'm not sure why this isn't growing as quickly. As you can see, these are all at 2. And we got a nice little roof on here. We got light in there so you can see them. And I like the idea that you can see in here. And I think what I might do actually is I might put some spruce stairs like that. Because I really do like that. You can actually come up here and see properly. Yeah, I like that. And again, I actually don't need this here. This was just temporary. So we can take this out. And that'll actually allow us to have access to this. Now, I don't actually want access to this. I do want to put a stairway here. Like I said, going down. I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. But I think it might be nice to have it around here. And there is like this walkway here. Which I don't know what we do anything with really. Other than making a stairway. But yeah, obviously I need to put some spruce stairs here. But yeah, I really do like this. I really think this looks really good. I do like this. But guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Actually, no, this isn't going to do it for this episode. There's a couple of other things that I want to do in this episode briefly. So one, I'm getting better at taking off. Check that out. Check that out. So while we're here, I actually wanted to, I touched on this earlier, like what I wanted to do out here. So let's just do a little bit of this and I'll show you what I want to see out here. And the reason I want to do this now is because I want it to go ahead and just grow between episodes so I can see what it looks like after. So we'll do it here and we should have enough. So if we do that, yeah. We could do it up to this height, I suppose. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. So let's get rid of this. Because again, I don't want to see desert. I've worked a lot in desert the past, what? We're on episode 42, 43, something like that. Episode 44 is going to be a good one. I don't know what I'm doing in it yet, but I don't think... it's either episode 44 or 45. I've never gotten to that number on any series before. It's the longest series ever then. And I'm looking kind of forward to that. Okay, so I think that's enough of that taken out. I do need to go ahead and get some grass, but we'll do this on camera. This episode is a little bit shorter. I have spent a lot more time on this episode than I normally do. But let me know what you guys think to me spending more time on these episodes. Because I have had a lot of free time on my hands as of late. So I've been able to actually do more. And I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving actually having the time to do what I want to do in this. And everything isn't a rush. Or I've got to figure out something I can do in an hour that includes the resource gathering, you know. Because that's normally what my time is like. I usually set aside like an hour to record. Because I don't get a lot of free time. Oh, there's some more grass in here. I don't get a lot of free time. So I usually like to say, okay, you know what? I'll make an hour of my day to do Minecraft videos in. Sometimes 2 if I'm doing modded. But it doesn't always work out that way, you know. I don't always get the luxury of actually getting that hour. And when I do, it's usually at the cost of something else. But, you know, life has been very light lately, so... I have had the free time, which I'm loving, having some free time. It's nice to actually properly game for a change. I finally got to play some of the games that I've wanted to play for some time. Finally got to achievement hunt. Let's just get rid of all of this. Finally getting to do some work here in Minecraft. And I'm thinking of adding a door to this gate now. You know, something that would allow us to come through here and would allow us to walk through this. Because I don't want to do this and then not be able to walk through it, but we'll take care of that later when we carve a path through the bamboo forest and the thingy. Okay, that should, if we just do it up to say here, because I've got this area here, and then Yeah, tell you what, let me get this done and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Well, guys, you can see the sun setting there. You can see the bamboo has indeed been planted. I've tried to extend the berry bushes. Someone put a bamboo tree in my way. And this is why I'm doing this, right? I know this may sound like, I don't know, maybe this might not be the right thing to do, nice thing to do, but I've been enjoying the view of watching it peek over this wall in the background there. Makes it feel like we're slightly in a jungle. But also, if we come over here, very lightly, you can see the desert starts to peak, and this is hopefully going to grow to a point where, geez, skeleton, I'm trying to entertain the millions of subscribers that I don't have. As I was saying, the bamboo will help to cover that up, or look like cactus growing on it, but if need be, I may go and trim that hill down some. But I'm hoping that that'll actually cover that up, and that'll look really, really nice out there. It'll certainly make this look more like it's walled off. But I think there's like a lot going on over here with the berry bushes that we aren't going to get to see unless we're coming from the sky. So I'm thinking that maybe after the war or whatever this kingdom faced, the perils, it decided that, you know what, maybe we should put a doorway here. And then maybe we can have a path going through the bamboo fields over to the gatehouse. I mean, I'm not decided on that idea yet or not, but I definitely really do like this wall design, and I do like what we've accomplished here. This kingdom is perhaps one of my favorites so far. I do realize that all the houses are in the same orientation. That's completely thing. I think I want to put like a house like here next, but I don't know what I want to build next. I don't know what kind of house I want to build. And again, we're using the trapdoors for industrial farms. So we've got it on the vine farm, we've got it on the sugarcane farm, maybe a cactus farm, maybe a bamboo farm. Although, to be honest, if I was going to make a bamboo farm, I would make it very similar to this. But bamboo grows really quick, so I don't need it this big. So, I don't know. But guys, that's going to do it for this episode. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm KTR, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.